Hey there, it's Denise Beatty with the Fitness Fix, and I want to give you a couple quick tips to using the elliptical and show you some ways that you can incorporate a lot of different muscles into this workout. So I know it might look a little bit odd when you're at the gym, but that doesn't really matter as long as you're doing things, that are healthy for you. So you're going to stay nice and lifted, number one, when you're on the elliptical. In your regular position, I want you to feel that pelvic floor is lifted and your hips are right underneath you. So this is kind of our standard position, and you feel a very smooth, push and pull movement. Now what you can do here is, of course, you can change arm positions where you have your hands up higher or lower and just feel like there's a pushing and pulling, hands on top, hands underneath. The critical part is to just keep changing it. Now, the thing with your legs that's kind of amazing is having your legs turned out, straight and in can give you a lot of other benefits as well. So I'm turning them out from my hip joint, and as I'm coming through, you'll see how my knees are turned out a little bit. I am feeling the outside hamstrings, the outside of my glutes a bit more. I'm pushing through my toes, and you can stay nice and lifted and pull through, only in ranges that feel great for you. You can also change it so that your legs are turned in. So my toes are actually pointing in now. Oops, and I'm still going forwards. So now I'm turned in and I'm pulling through with the inside of my hips, the inside of the hamstrings a bit more, and staying nice and lifted. And of course, they're straight. So you can really replicate all of those with going backwards as well. So I just did that forwards. You can also go backwards and do the same thing, turned out and turned in. They all work different muscles, so it's important to do them all. Now there's another part that, this is the kind of looks funny part, but you're gonna really hinge at the hips. Now if your breastbone is lifted, you can't go wrong. You're gonna keep the back really flat and neutral and hold the abs in. So now when I'm doing this one, I get a deeper pull under my shoulder blades. You can keep it really smooth, and I'm getting a bit more, hamstring and glute activation. You can do the same thing with the feet turned out and turned in, and you can also go backwards or forwards. So having hip positions, you can have them out here a bit, up a bit more, and right underneath. Just make sure that you keep neutral spine and keep everything lined up. So the other little piece is to go a bit deeper as well. So this one, if you hinge your hips back and you go as low as you can go, now you can get really deep. I'm popping up my heels. I'm getting deep into my quads and my ankles and my feet, and it is hard to do. So you can keep working your arms at the same time. So they're actually, and same thing with backwards. And you'll feel how good everything feels after one of these workouts. Each range is only dependent on what you feel okay with. Be really gentle and work within your ranges, and you will be shocked to feel how much change you get in your hips and across your feet, your knees, and how much extra conditioning you can get in on this elliptical workout. I recommend doing these changes for 30 to 60 seconds and just keep changing, because doing this for half an hour, 20 minutes or an hour, it's just the same, it's repetitive. Chances are you're imbalanced anyway, so there is benefit to changing positions. So the quick recap is you can be upright all the way to hinged as long as your breastbone is up. You can have your feet turned out, straight or turned in. You can go forwards or backwards, and just keep really lifted and have fun.